So that's the gist of the buffered ETF, and it's a nice complement to a portfolio to hedge against flat market risk or a market crash. Is it perfect? No. It is a tool in the toolbox, and that's all it should be. That's all it should be treated as such.
Hey, Mike, tell me more about buffered ETFs.
Yeah, so buffered ETF is kind of a complicated investment. It's based on basically three categories. One is the investors category, to where they have purchased the buffered ETF and they're going to get kind of the first part of the growth potential of the S&P. Now, the company is basically selling away the additional profits. So if your buffered cap, let's say, is 7%, they're selling away an option contract that if the S&P goes over 7%, that those profits go to someone else.
Okay.
And then they take that money and they put it then into buying a buffered contract that if the markets go down, someone else is going to take that risk from you. So when you understand the three different groups and you're just trying to get the gains or the growth of one specific category, you start to understand, okay, it's not a magical investment. It's just a very complicated investment. And the simplest version is that you get the first part of the gains, but someone else will benefit from the additional gains if they happen. And another person is making money with the assumption that the S&P probably won't lose money or whatever the index is, but every now and then they'll take the hit. So they're all taking the appropriate risk for the compensation that they're receiving in one way or the other. Okay. So it's not super fancy, but the simple version is for the consumer, if you look at them, and there's three companies, you can look up buffered ETF. You've got First Trust, there's Calamos, and I forget the other one, but you Google buffered ETFs, you're going to find probably these three companies. They're publicly traded. You can buy them at any time, but the buffer and the guarantees are really only relevant if you hold it to the anniversary or the renewal time. So if, let's say, it's July to July or January to January, okay? The last part of it is someone will say, well, what if the market goes up 7%? Can I just sell out of it at 7%? It's not that simple, because who's going to buy a position from you that has no growth potential but downside risk?
Not a good deal.
So they're not traded as much as you would think a stock. And so if the markets are up 7% and there's not much of a cap remaining, you're going to have to sell then your buffered ETF at a discount so that the person buying it still has upside potential.
So there's a lot of moving parts. It sounds like there's a few different parties involved.
Yeah, but generally speaking, if you buy it, the idea is that if you were to sell it, whether it's in 1 year or 2 years, because it resets kind of every year, that you're holding it until selling around the anniversary date, just so you can enjoy that buffer.
Yeah.
Because if you need to sell it halfway through, you really might not get the full protection or the full benefit that it's intended to do. So that's the gist of the buffered ETF, and it's a nice complement to a portfolio to hedge against flat market risk or a market crash. Is it perfect? No. It is a tool in the toolbox, and that's all it should be. That's all it should be treated as such. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe first, and then go to www.retireontime.com to grab a copy of my book, How to Retire on Time, take a few courses about retirement, join my newsletter, and so much more. Now, if you want to work with one of our advisors here at Kedrick Wealth who can help you put together a retirement plan that's designed to last longer than you, just click the button, Get Started. Everything we do is intended to help you retire on time. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next show.